My name's Marie. This is Ranger, my lovely assistant for today. We are going to go over leading beside and giving to the halter pressure. This might be a short one because he got scared of stuff outside, so it took me a minute to bring him inside. Didn't have the camera set up out there, so couldn't record it, but he got scared of the trailer that was set up. That's different than it ever has been. So he was like, this is weird. So yes. I have worked for Double Diamond for a little bit over a year now. I started as a student here, and I kind of just hung around and was like, hey guys, what do you need? And it kind of just morphed into having a job. Of course I interviewed, but it kind of just all happened pretty quickly, but it's been awesome. So I'm happy to be here, happy to have Ranger. First, I'm gonna show you his problem. And it's just something that drives me crazy every day, because as much as I love him, when we go out and get multiple horses at the same time, he walks at like a snail's pace. And so I want him to try and walk up with me a little bit more, or at least at a reasonable speed. I will take that at a reasonable speed. So one thing that he does is when you pull on the halter, he doesn't necessarily give right away like I'm pulling right now. And it takes him like a minute, especially this downward one. So I'm still pulling. I honestly don't have good like leverage either. And I want him to give to the pressure. So I'm gonna kind of change it just a little bit and do forward. So I'm still pulling, and there he gave. So I'm gonna release as soon as he takes that step. But that was a little bit of an awkward one, but I want him to give to pressure a lot quicker. And so first I'll show you how he walks, then we'll work on him giving to some halter pressure, and then we're gonna try and do some leading beside if we have time after that. So let me set my stick and string down because I don't quite need it yet. So excuse my stuffy nose, my allergies are acting up. First we're gonna walk with him. And I'm gonna try and stay in frame. Obviously I have no one to tell me, and I have it facing me. But as you can tell, like he's already like kind of pulling, there we go. He gave a little bit of slack. So I really have to keep my hand on my hip when I walk with him. I'm gonna walk in a circle back towards you. And I have to keep my hand on my hip here, because if not, like it's like a lot of give and take. Like right now he has good slack, right there he's pulling. Right now he has good slack and pulling. So luckily he stops with me. That's something that I really like already. Let me adjust this down just a little bit. There we go. He stops with me. You notice like I didn't even pull him, he took a step towards me. So that's really great. So we have a good starting point to work with. It's just him walking a little bit faster, which will come with the leading beside if we get there. But even just getting him to come to the halter pressure will be nice. So first what I'm gonna do is kind of take him around and circle him so you guys can see a little bit better of what I'm pulling on. So I'll stop right here. So I'm gonna pull him a little bit forward. I'm just gonna do a nice drop the rope release with him when he gives. So I'm pulling, he's going, so I'm gonna release. He's pulling, he went, release. And this is like different because I'm not moving my feet, so I'm gonna pull, he gave, release. So I'm just gonna do that over and over again. So now that you see from the side what I'm doing, I'm gonna do it from straight ahead because it's going to give me more time in the frame. He holds his hind really nice and swings around. So he like tracks you really well. So I'm gonna do it weird where I'm not using my body to move forward. I just want him to come off the halter pressure. There we go. And so it's gonna be different for him. I'm just gonna kind of shimmy to the side so it's not like I'm walking with him. because I don't want it to give any cues that we're walking anywhere. I want him to go just off the halter pressure. And so these halters give pressure in different spots. They give pressure on these nose bands, or on the nose bands, oh my goodness, on the nose band, on the knots on this nose band, as well as when I'm pulling forward, it's giving pressure on his pole, on this pole strap. So he's feeling pressure mostly from that when I pull forward. If I pull down, he feels it here as well, because it's going to give pressure on the sides and the pole strap. I'm going to try and use my reach a little bit on this one. See, he was doing pretty good, and now he's kind of, there you go. See if I can not move my body. There we go. Good boy. So that was 2 good ones. We'll give him a little rub. Good job. I may also take a water break because it is really hot. Okay, don't want to give him too long of a break. So now I'm going to go back to it. Pulling, pulling, pulling. He gave. I'm dropping the rope. So I'm dropping it because it gives the biggest release of pressure rather than holding it, like giving the pressure and then holding it. Dropping it gives the biggest release of pressure. So I'm trying to really reward him for whatever he gives me. So then hopefully, and over time, he will give a lot more willingly. And even hopefully right now, he'll start doing that. There we go. That one was pretty quick. This one's kind of taking a second. I had to get my arm in a weird direction on that one. Okay, so I'm going to spin around and do it again towards you. See how he will follow me when I walk. So this is why I'm not walking when we're doing this, because I want him to just give to the pressure of the halter and not the cue of me walking. Oh, big sigh. He's relaxing. Okay. Make sure I hold my rope up because I felt it on my foot already, so I don't want to run myself over. So this is going to be different because I'm on a different side. There you go. That was a good one. I'm going to plant my feet and ask again. There you go. Good boy. Plant my feet, ask again. Good job. Plant my feet, ask again. There we go. That was a good one. Good job, buddy. That was a good one too. So he's doing a lot stronger from this side. Also probably is because I have better leverage on this side because I'm right-handed and it's not awkward for me quite as much. Also his right side his left side could just be better. There we go. Those were good steps. Much more willing, less like half steps. So we'll do one more round, see how we do, and then we'll do it again. Or we might move on. So I'll bring him around. See how he drags behind me? I don't know if you could tell, but he just drags behind me and it drives me crazy. I'm not even walking quick, but he's still just behind me. Okay, so now I'm giving pressure. There we go. Pressure, he's thinking about it. There we go. Pressure, there we go. This side is a little bit more consistent this time. So maybe I'll do his other side one more time and then we'll see, because this side's pretty good. So then that works out that I started on his bad side because now I'm doing his bad side twice and his good side once. Because every time you figure out which one is their strong side and which one is their weak side, you want to do the weaker side twice and the good side once, or at least for every, however many times you want to do it. You just want to do the bad side, the weaker side, the most. All right, good boy. I didn't really have to pull for very long on any of those ones, so that was really good. We're gonna give him a little test and see how he does with this one. He kind of thought about it for a second. I don't know if you could tell, but he tipped his nose down. This is it's different, so it could just be that he needs practice in this one specific type of pressure. My arm's getting tired, and I don't ever adjust my hand the way I should. It should be the other way for this. I think he gave a little bit there, but I was too late on my release, so I have to just commit still. I'm committed. We're here. We're holding. That was a side move, not a downward move. So that means he's trying to kind of figure it out. He still feels the pressure. This is a great way to get your core strong. Come on. He kind of went up a little bit there. Just want to make sure he doesn't also bonk my head. Good head bonk from a horse is not fun. Come on, bud. I'm committed. We're here. I don't know how much longer I can be committed. My arm's getting really tired. Come on, buddy. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, I gotta switch my hand. Okay. So I would prefer if my hand was this way the first time, I think, because I just want him just a little bit, because I have a little bit more leverage this way. He really is. I'm gonna just add just a little bit more pressure with my other hand. He's gonna out-stubborn me today. I don't want to change my ask because then it changes everything. Oh, he did a little bit. Okay, a little bit is all I needed to be able to stop. Okay, so now we have another thing that we have to practice, so that's okay. Okay, we're gonna do one more time on his right side. So, come on, range. Here we go. That was a good one, and that wasn't even a real practice. Okay, so now I'm pulling. Release. That's pretty good. Pull. I mean, would I like it to be faster? Sure, but for him, that's good. Okay, big step to the side. See how he kind of almost takes, there we go. Half steps on this side, I think, is what I'm releasing on. So that's my fault. So I'm pulling. There we go. I mean, on this side, I was just trying to get anything I could, but this is much better. There we go. My release could have been quicker on that one. Pulling, release. So he's doing a lot better giving on this side too. So overall, I would say improvement. Could we do it a lot more and make him lighter? Yes. But for one time of working on this, I mean, I've done it a couple times with students, but like that's pretty good. Okay, water break before we move on to the next thing. Oh, actually, I'm running out of time. So, water break still, for sure. Okay, so if I'm thinking about how far he's come in just the 10-ish minutes we've been doing this, he's giving to the halter pressure forward, not down, forward a lot better. So the next thing I want to try is him just walking around the arena with me and seeing how he does with that. I'm gonna take this off just in case, but I don't think we're gonna really work on leading beside because we're running out of time. But he did good with that, and I don't want to push it any farther, so I want to see how he does just with letting the pressure go, or yielding to the pressure, not letting the pressure go. He just got a bath today, so I'm really trying not to ruin his cute hair. Okay, and then a lot of the times I like to just go over as many times as I can with their head with ropes, because the more you do that, the less they are worried about it. It doesn't become anything weird ever. So I'm gonna hold my stick forward, and I'm gonna, there we go. So I'm just gonna kind of go around. See how he just walks? He walks very slow and leisurely. So I wanted to bring the stick in case he's scared of anything and I need to do lunging for respect, because I'm not 100% sure he knows the sending exercise. And so I don't want to try to make him not scared of using a tool that I don't know he has in his toolbox. So we'll do lunging for respect if he gets scared. I'm gonna hold this down a little bit. But yeah, he's giving to the pressure a lot better, but see how he just drags behind? So maybe next week, what I'll do is do the same thing that I did today, but for less time, hopefully, as long as he's doing well. And then do the leading beside exercise with him. So leading beside, the goal is for your horse, your shoulder to be in the middle, kind of like where this rope is on his neck. So your horse learns that this is where they should lead next to you. So he should be up here, and he should be matching my pace. And so at the end of the day, that is something I really want for him, because like I said, when I go out in the pasture and I grab him, I know that the other horse that's with him is going to outpace him. And it's not always just because of the way the herd is. So he is lower on the herd dynamics for sure, but he's not low enough to be scared of every horse and to walk that slow. And he does when he's alone, obviously. We're seeing right now. So I want to work on, he's not scared of anything in the arena, so I'm gonna ditch the stick for now. We're gonna just see how he gets to some more pressure. And it has to be very repetitive. I mean, he has to unlearn something that he's been doing for who knows how long. We got him at an auction, at a rescue auction, so we have no idea anything about him. That was good boy. And so, who knows how long he's been like this? He could have been doing this forever. Maybe that's why he was there. Who knows? He does have other quirks, but... Or he could have just been a victim of circumstance. But he's here now, and this is what we're going to work on. Good boy. And I try not to give too big of breaks in between, because I want him to keep kind of like that momentum. I didn't drop the rope all the way that time. I don't know if you guys caught that. That was like a half step. Good job. I'm still having to put quite a bit of oomph in my pulling, which I don't love. I'm not taking him out as far because we're just doing a few steps at a time here. I don't want him to walk with me, so I'm going to try and stay still. There we go. There we go. That one was the worst one. He took a step, but it was just very hesitant. There we go. See, because sometimes he does these like where he goes kind of like this. It's not really a step, but I'm trying to reward the try. And so other steps he will be here and go like this, which is what I would prefer. But he's getting a little bit better. As I say that, I'm now having to pull longer, harder. Not harder, same amount, but we're also kind of close to the camera this time. There you go. Okay, I want to do one more round. Flies. And see how that goes. I want to get a few good steps. So I want to stop on a good note, so we're going to start farther again. And you know, if I go over on time, that's just the way it goes. We're going to try not to, right? Right, Ranger, you're going to do awesome. Pulling, there we go. Pulling. That was a better one. Okay, these are getting better. On this next one, I'm going to try not to go forward. I'm just going to pull him, because it also could be because I'm stepping bigger steps forward. Here we go. Because then I'm ending up in front of his nose, and he's like, oh, I need to be beside you. See? Here we go. We're going to just lean forward and do one more. There we go. So I'm still having to pull hard. I mean, in comparison to other horses, like you can tell I have to pull. You see his nose kind of go up. And so obviously like that's telling you like I actually have to pull him. For most horses, I don't have enough leverage. There we go. Might be standing in front of him too much. Okay. That was like a non-step, but like, trying to get him to go. There we go. And so as soon as we get like a little too close to the camera, he's like, ah, that's weird. You're going right up to that thing. That thing seems scary. Okay. Let's see. Let's walk off. Yeah. So for now, I'll keep leading him around like this until we can fix the problem. But he's already right this second not pulling. When I'm outside, I have to drag him. And so, granted, I'm not walking fast in here, like I'm not walking as much with a purpose. Like when we're going, you know, when I'm going out to grab horses, I'm walking a little bit more with a purpose than I am right now. I'm like doing a little leisurely stroll. He's like, I'm sick of doing this. Try one more. There we go. That was a good step. It just was a hard pull. So I want a lighter pull. I'm gonna start a little farther and set him up for success. See if we can get a lighter pull out of him, because that would be great. Good job. See, I love how he stops with me. I mean, maybe it's because he doesn't like to walk very far, but it's a win. It's a win, man. See, that wasn't as hard of a pull as I was doing a couple minutes ago. So we're gonna try one more. See, this is a harder one. There we go. I'm gonna try and only wiggle like to here instead of being in front of his nose again. There we go. Still having to pull hard, so this is something that's not gonna be fixed, at least for myself, in this session. Oh, that one was good. Okay, good job. I did not have to pull nearly as hard as I did the last 2 times, so that's the one I'm gonna end on. I was trying to find a good ending spot because all those other ones I kept having them pull them pretty hard. And so I want him to come off the pressure a little easier. And if I was gonna be able to do it in this one, which I had it in mind that I wanted to, then that works. So for me, next time I wanna do the same thing again with him, like I said, for less time, but so then we can transition into leading beside and get him walking up with us better and matching our pace. So then it's not such a struggle to walk with him anywhere. Right, Ranger? Right, Ranger? Okay,